We move on to other news now. Wiltshire and Dorset Fire and Rescue Services are to merge. The Wiltshire Fire Authority has voted to follow its neighbours in supporting the historic merger.
Both services are in debt and say they have no option but to end their independence. Here's our Home Affairs correspondent, Steve Brodie.
Wiltshire Fire Brigade has been fighting fires in its present form since 1948, but faced with a 25% cut in government funding over the last 4 years, and with a cap in the fire precept, the service was going bust. Under the merger proposals agreed this evening by councillors, there will be no redundancies involving frontline firefighters in Wiltshire.
The whole object of the exercise was to ensure that we retained our full strength of frontline services, full suite of fire stations, there were no redundancy amongst our firefighters, and that they had the right equipment to do the job with.
Wiltshire Authority members faced various options to save money, including greater collaboration with Dorset and local councils. A public consultation exercise came up with an overwhelming vote in favour of a full merger.
All those in favour?
Wiltshire's fire chief says they had no choice but to merge.
To ensure that we could maintain a full and robust service to meet all the needs of safety and response and so forth, I think this was the obvious way for us to have gone.
The Fire Brigade Union says fire services need more money urgently.
Today we've seen the end of a highly effective, locally accountable fire and rescue service because it was brought to the brink of insolvency by funding cuts. Massive financial cuts to our service have meant that the Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service is now combined with Dorset. We frankly believe that it's just a stopgap. Unless there is real, proper funding into the fire and rescue service, in 2 or 3, 4 years down the line, we're going to see exactly the same situation again.
Under the merger, the Dorset Fire Control Centre will close. The government will give £5 million towards help paying for the merger. And there'll be a new combined fire authority. Steve Brodie, BBC Points West, Devices.